V81 Radio, V81 Radio. V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
O Diyos aming Ama, ang lahat ng nilalang ay marapat na sumamba sa iyo. Higit sa iyong mga biyaya, sinasamba ka namin dahil ikaw ay ikaw. Lumalapit kami sa iyo, dakilang tagapaglikha, nagsusumamo at humihingi ng kapatawaran. Kami ay nagkulang at nagkasala. Patawarin mo kami sa katigasan ng aming mga puso. Turuan mo kami at dalhin sa inyong kalooban. Tingnan mo kami ng may awa at kahabagan. Hilumin mo po ang aming bayan, ang aming mga mahal sa buhay, kaibigan, kapitbahay, karatig bayan, ganon din ang aming mga kaaway sa pandemyang kinahaharap namin sa COVID-19. Isama niyo na rin ang mga may sakit sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Panginoon, balutin mo kami ng inyong kaluwalhatian. Itago mo kami sa lilim ng inyong mga pakpak laban sa anumang kapahamakan o wala sa oras na kamatayan. Kristo, ang tinapay ng buhay, alalahanin niyo po ang mga namumuno sa aming bansa, ang mga ilaw at haligi ng bawat tahanan, at mga kawani na nagtatanggol sa aming seguridad at mga frontliners. Batid mo, Panginoon, ang mga dinaraanan at bawat ganap sa aming buhay. Espiritong Banal, aming tanggulan at gabay, imulat ang aming mga mata at ipakita si Jesus ang Panginoon at tagapagligtas, ang nag-iisang katotohanan at tanging daan tungo sa Ama. Wala nang iba. Purihin ka, O aming Diyos. Ang presensya mo ay tunay na biyaya ng aming buhay. Ito ang aming samot panalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus, Kordero ng Diyos na nag-aalis ng kasalanan ng mundo. Amen.
Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kanta at programang Tatak Pinoy. Napapanood at napapakinggan kahit saan ka man. Streaming worldwide. In South Manila, this is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino, basta all hits, All Pinoy Panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh, oh, oh. 81 Radio, 81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. 81 Radio, 81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. 81 Radio, 81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. Dahil mahal namin kayo. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host, the show, this station, the management, and the network. Get into the treasure trove of undiscovered music through Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative music program. Whether it's rock, metal, reggae, soul, or pop, we have it covered. Napalm features upcoming Pinoy artist and musician, hosted by your alternative revivalist, Charlie Diaz, and resident rockista, Parts Moro. So sit back and relax. Enjoy Napalm, only here on V81 Radio, Manila, where alternative lives.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening to all of our digital Pinoys worldwide. This is your anchor, Charlie Diaz, welcoming everyone to our new All Pinoy Alternative music program where we feature, highlight, and support our Filipino artists and musicians. So always remember, Napalm is your Pinoy alternative music source. Okay, so guys, this is our episode 41 for season 4. And the title of our program is He is Really Made in the Philippines. And you will find out later who are we referring to, as far as, I guess you've seen it in our poster of the episode. So you know that our guest for this afternoon is none other than PickCut. Okay. So anyway, before I proceed, I would like to, of course, and we in management would like to greet all of our audiences and viewers worldwide, our Pinoy music communities, our V81 radio audiences, our Kababayan OFW, where we all started this program for. Listeners and viewers from Australia, Bahrain, Canada, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Japan, Kuwait, Malaysia, New Zealand, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand, UAE, UK, USA, and Vietnam. And of course, syempre, we cannot forget our motherland, the Philippines. Okay, so let me introduce to you my buddy, my friend, my lyricist, guitarist, a performer, and first and foremost, he is a Napalm advocate himself, Mr. Parts Moro.
Hello, magandang hapon sa lahat. This is Parts Moro, your resident rockista dito sa Napalm on V81. Ayun, yun, medyo mainit na ngayon, Charlie. Ewan ko na mapapansin nyo dyan sa Manila, pero kasi right now, nandito ako sa Quezon. Madalas, mas malamig dito compared sa Manila. Pero even here, nararamdaman ko na init. Kaya, yun, medyo nagbawas muna ako ng buhok ng konti para...
Okay, so yung pala yung reason dyan.
Oo. Normally,
Anyway,
March, pagka naramdaman ko ng init,
oo.
yun na yun eh. Either ano na ako eh, magpapagupit na ako eh.
Okay.
So,
Anyway, Pards, mamaya before we end the program, I would we of course you will introduce
mm, mm, mm,
to our audiences yung parang bagong feature natin, which is
mm,
gusto lang rin natin subukan, no? Kasi may mga, of course, maganda naman yung ating jingle when it comes to V81
mm,
radio.
mm, mm,
And we would like to experiment in a way, paano ang rendering or rendition ng ating mga napalm artists with regards to the V81 radio standard jingle. So,
pwede.
in this case, in this episode, uumpisahan natin with PickCut. Yun.
Mm. So, ano na din ano, yung mga nakikinig nating mga artists, puwede sila mag-send ng kumbaga, interpretation nila
Mm.
ng V81 jingle para ma-feature natin dito.
Oo.
Hmm,
Hindi naman
ah,
mahabang-mahaba, eh, 'di ba? Yung mga usually mga 20 to 30 seconds
hmm,
long.
hmm,
Pero
hmm,
it's ako excited ako ng konti, eh, kasi I like to see and hear how they actually interpret that song. Kasi
hmm,
sinabi naman natin, eh, siyempre kagaya nun, ang genre ng ano natin, jingle natin is pop. Eh, tapos ang mga kagaya nito, si Picat is more on the heavy metal. Oh, 'di ba? Interesting.
hmm.
Gusto kong mapakinggan kung paano ang heavy metal version based on PickCut ng V81 radio jingle.
Hmm. And also, it may sound like a joke, pero even though ganun yung parang ano niya, yung parang tingin tingin natin sa kanya,
Oo,
lalabas pa rin kasi doon yung creativity mo eh.
tama.
It's ano, lalabas pa rin din yung artistry mo. So whether yung genre mo or yung
Mm.
influence mo lalabas pa rin doon eh. So whatever it is, feel free, yung mga artist na nakikinig sa atin ngayon, to have your own interpretation ng ating V81 jingle, isend nyo lang sa amin. Okay, for today's head-to-head, we have two bands going against each other. We have one Simpatico versus Owl's Night. No? So we have a song entitled Ala Ala by One Simpatico and another song entitled Balik Tanaw by Owl's Night. So this is our head-to-head for today.
Dating sa langit, magkahalong saya at pag-ibig. Saya dahil nakasama kita, dahil iniwan mo na. Loko na maranasan, loko na masdan. Magising sa katotohanan na di na tayo nababagay sa isa't isa. Sabihin ko man sa'yo'y walang halaga. Ang mga alaala na nagpapanumbalik ng ating unang pagkikita. Ilipos na isip sinabi mo na nanila ko umasa. Ayoko nang maranasan, ayoko nang masaktan. Magising sa katotohanan na di na tayo nababagay sa isa't isa. Sabihin ko man sa'yo ay walang halaga. Mga alaala lang nagpapalibalik ang ating magising sa katotohanan. Di na tayo nababagay sa isa't isa. Sabihin ko man sa'yo, sabihin ko man sa'yo, magising sa katotohanan. Di na tayo nababagay sa isa't isa. Sa'yo'y wala halaga. Mga alaala lang nagpapalibalik ang ating
Ngayon ang mga dalang isipan hanggang umaga sa sinag na di nataglay. Nababalot at nagtatanong, lumingon at nang makita sa salamin ay nakatawa. Bumubuwit ang nakaraan, lumilipas ang kapilas sa tamis ng nakaraan, marilag ng pagmamahal. Buksan ang liwat isip sa Saan nga ba tutungo? Sikat lahat sa katindihan, liwanag ay minsan iniwan. Kanino ng nakaraan, hinahanap, nagtatanong. Sa pagkayon ng mga may bagong buhay, ang makasabay sa sipot, ang pag-asa mo'y nagkakalabagas sa tamis ng nakaraan, marilag na pagmamahal. Sa pagdako ay malaya na, mula sa takot na masagdan, limutin na muling sumabay sa likod ng mundo. Buksan ang diwan, isip sa puso'y nagsasabi kung saan matutungo. Saan mapapatungo? Tingin ang bawat dinig sa kong nakakawin kung saan mapapatungo. Saan mapatungo?
Simpatiko followed by Balik Tanaw by the band Owl's Night. So kung gusto nyong makarinig ng mga original Pinoy alternative music, i-download lang ang aming V81 app sa any app store at abangan yung ating Napalm Hour. Every day siya from Mondays up to Fridays, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock ng tanghali hanggang 1 o'clock ng tanghali, ng hapon. Tapos may isang oras ulit ng 8 o'clock ng gabi hanggang 9 o'clock ng gabi. So that's Mondays up to Fridays, all Pinoy, all original alternative music. Yan, dito sa Napalm.
Okay. So we will pause for a short break. Stay tuned here on Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative music program.
Magbabalik ang New All Pinoy Alternative Music. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Manila.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Some MCs should call me sire. To fuck my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock up party and come correct. All people on time and rock connect. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Some MCs should call me sire. To fuck my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock up party and come correct. All people on time and rock connect.
Isang masayang April na naman ang inyong aabangan sa Home on Season 3 kasama si Papa Gio, Karen Sita, Kelvin Miranda, and Mikey Quintos, Sams David, P6, and Curay. Kaya mag-ready na sa all-out na kwentuhan, kulitan at kantahan this April sa Home Not Alone Season 3 kasama si Papa Gio. Wednesdays 7 p.m. California time o Thursdays 10 a.m. Philippine time. Dito lang yan syempre sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Balikan na natin ang new All Pinoy Alternative Music. Ito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, so welcome back. You're still here on Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative Music program with our guest artist of the week, PickCut. So let me give a short introduction of our band or our individual PickCut. So PickCut has been playing guitar since third grade in his community church, where he picked up other instruments, hopping from one instrument to another until the third year college. He temporarily hold his musical journey to focus on cooking on his own restaurant in Iligan, Siargao. The restaurant, however, has closed down due to the pandemic. So starting anew, last March 2020, PickCut started acquiring the equipment for the studio and work on recording songs, which resulted in the completion of his first album last February 2021. So last month lang po. So let us all warmly welcome the vocals, the drums, the bass, piano, synth, guitar of PickCut. It's Red Nelson Manulat.
Hello everybody, good afternoon.
Yeah. Hello, Red. Welcome sa Napalm.
Thank you po for having me here today.
Yan.
Shout out daw sa
Siguro-
tanang mga taga-Iligan. Hi Iligan,
Oh.
mga Bisaya.
Ayan, yan. Sige. Sige. Red, pakinggan mo siguro natin yung kanta mo before tayo mag-proceed sa ating usapan. Charlie, anong natin? First song natin from Red.
Well, actually, we're going to play his first song, no, which is Selective Blindness.
It's blinding, everything can be a disease. Mirror your eyes on devoted vanity. I can tell where you've been, just by the way you look at me, see me. Am I invisible to you? It's selective blindness, or a filtered guidance. The meaning falls meaningless. You pretentious fucking yelling ass. Go down the history of someone who would everything but never lived on my God. Tell me, am I being wrong? All the money you spend can be an allegory. Look down to the ground. What do you see? But now you said there's a portal on there. Is it selective blindness or a filter carcass? The meaningful is meaningless. You protect just fucking healing ass. Go down history as someone who heard everything but never lived it up. The meaningful is meaningless. You protect just fucking healing ass. Go down history as someone who heard everything but never lived it up. The meaningful is meaningless. You protect just fucking healing ass. The meaningful is meaningless. You protect just fucking healing ass. The meaningful is meaningless. You protect just fucking healing ass. The meaningful is meaningless. You protect just fucking healing ass.
And so that was a song, Selective Blindness, from our guest artist for today, PickCut. Ayan. Sige. PickCut, kwento mo kami, tungkol saan itong kanta na Selective Blindness?
It's about some people na parang hindi nakakatingin ng mga poor, na hindi parang yun, selective blindness, they turn deaf ear blind sila sa poor people, ganun yung story niyan. So in a way parang elitist, they only entertain yung mga elite, mga gwapo, mga rich, ganun. Parang ganun siya. And point of view siya ng pulubi, yung whatever pangit, ganun. So parang inaano yun, ba't hindi mo ako makita? Parang ganun ba? In a way.
Yung song, so pinapakinggan ko siya, no? Parang there are a lot of elements doon na parang ano siya, from, for example, yung background music, like galing sa keyboards, no? Yung parang ambient music na medyo nasa goth part. Meron din yung nagcha-chug na parang medyo nasa heavy metal na medyo grungy ng konti kasi medyo ano. So kumbaga there many elements na naka-incorporate sa isa. So itong music na to, tama ba? Ni-record mo siya, no? Kasi kumbaga from guitars to drums to bass to keyboards, ikaw lahat ang nag-record nito. Tama ba?
Yes po. Opo, self-produced.
Okay. So, yung ano, siguro sa mga nakikinig sa atin, ano, I'd like to explain ko lang, no. Sa isang kanta, for example, magre-record ka, no. Normally there are band members na nagre-record ng isang kanta, no. So, gitarista, nandiyan yung vocalista, nandiyan yung drummer, and there's also a sound engineer. Tapos may mga assistant din yan, nag-ano ng mga mic. In your case, Red, ano to? Paano yung recording process nito? Ikaw lahat.
Opo.
Tama ba?
Start to finish. Oo.
Okay.
So, conceptualize muna. Oo. Tapos, recording, gitara. Usually, gitara ako, hindi ako nagde-drums. Kasi parang walang power pag drums una. Especially in my case na ako lang isa. So, una yung gitara, drums, ganun.
Okay, okay. Okay. So yung ginagawa nila is actually hindi siya ganun kadali ano. Kasi for example, in my experience sa isang kanta, ang pinakamabilis na namin na nagawa yung kanta is around 20 hours. Pero may katulong kami. I mean, may ano kami, may sound engineer, meron kami. But for most of the songs, minsan hindi natatapos siya ng 20 hours. Minsan babalikan namin siya ng ilang days hanggang matapos siya. So in your case, Red, para matapos mo yung isang kanta on your own, medyo mahirap gawin yun and medyo nakakabilib na ano yun, na nagawa mo siya. So ayan. Sige, first batiin muna natin. We have listeners here na gustong bumati at magpa-shoutout. We have Karen Rede. Yan. Shoutout to my baby bro. Uh, Ayan. We have Percy. Percy Manulat. Furniture Ventures. Ayan. We also have Ian Resurrection. Uh, Jasmine Azucena. Yan. Ayan, shoutout ka muna. Red.
Hi, thanks for watching, guys, to my friends and family here in Iligan in Cebu in Manila. Thanks for watching, for supporting me. Mew!
Oh.
Okay. Red, ako naman ang may tanong sa'yo. I mean, you could have named your band after your name kasi one man band ka lang naman eh. So Red, we could have called your band as Red. Pero you called it PickCut. So anong story behind that that name PickCut?
Ano po, do you know a little Bisaya?
Only
ako
the
po.
bad words. Hindi. Pero hindi. Not necessarily. Pero yun.
Yung pikat sa sa Bisaya is ganito po yung pikat. Parang belat sa inyo, no? Parang ganon.
Oo.
So I put two words together. So yung parang dalawang passion ko is pick and cut. So kutsilyo.
Sa gitara.
Oo. Parang ganyan, gitara and knife. Oo. So yun, pikat. And then parang ang annotation ng parang ng pikat, parang I don't care. I'm just making my own music. I hope you like it. Parang ganun lang. So that's why pikat.
Okay. Akala ko, baka kasi because of your age, medyo na-influensahan ka ng Japanese anime. Ano ba yun? Yung Pokemon?
Pikachu.
Diba merong character na kulay dilaw? Yun.
Pikachu.
Oo.
Pikachu.
Oo.
Yun. So, baka na-influensahan ka lang noon, tapos, binawasan mo lang konti para maging unique. Pero, okay. I mean, that's pretty, unique yung approach mo ng pag-choose ng band name mo, PickCut.
So, itong kailan ka nag-start na sa music? Kailan ka nag-start gumawa ng mga kanta?
Parang nung nag-pandemic kasi parang na-down yung business. So, I had to turn back to my original passion. Ganon. So, gusto ko talaga mag-music. Tapos, mahal yung siliman na trisem, di ba? So, wala. So, nag-IT ako. And then, eventually went into cooking, ganyan. So, ngayon, parang, okay, pandemic naman. We're staying at home. Why not try this avenue naman, parang ganyan. So, make music. I started around March of last year, I think. Paunti-unti lang until the studio grow na, ganun.
So, yung influence mo sa music, sino-sino ng mga to? Or anong grupo yung mga nakapag-influence sa'yo musically?
For me, as a musician talaga, you have to be learned. I mean, listen to every genre of music. So, my father, he listened to yung mga folk, mga ganon, mga Santana, mga James Taylor, Bread. Ganda. Kasi it makes you feel something. Tapos ako, I chose my own. So, high school, I went from Incubus, Limp Bizkit, the usual. Ganon. Tapos, pag college, na-discover ko yung Slipknot, Avenged Sevenfold, mga ganon. Tapos, parang aim ko na maging, why not bring this sound and musical orientation to the Philippines ba? Kasi bakit parang ang OPM na metal ngayon parang So I wanted to help it out pa na parang i-elevate natin yung metal na scene. Ganun ba?
At this point,
Yun po.
parang around mga 2000s to, mga year 2000, early 2000s. Itong
Mm.
realization, no? Oo.
Okay.
Oo. So, yung at that time, nandyan ka nung time na yon sa Iligan, tama ba? Or sa you're somewhere in Manila.
Which part po? Yung
Yung
when I was
yung nung narinig mo yung mga Incubus, Limp Bizkit,
ah,
ganun.
dito lang po. From
Oo.
high school,
Oh.
college, ganun. Tapos, syempre, you bring your music to Manila, Cebu, working, ganyan.
Mm, mm, mm.
Parang
Mm.
it
Kasi
was,
sige, tuloy.
it's in my blood talaga na maging inclined into this kind of music. Parang ganun.
Mm.
So, I decided magawa. Ganyan ba?
At that time kasi I think around early 2000s merong there's already a music scene dito sa Manila and other cities in the provinces like Cebu and Davao. However, in other provinces, medyo hindi pa nakakarating yung metal or alternative at that time. So kumbaga mahirap and at that time hindi pa naman ganoon din kalakas yung internet YouTube and so we're still relying on traditional radio. So kumbaga if you really want to hear something like this or mga medyo new metal stuff or grunge na music, mag-aantay ka sa radyo ganun or kundi MP3 manghihingi ka ng MP3, di ba? Or at
LimeWire.
that time, siguro, LimeWire, download. So, yan. So, sige, tuloy natin yung kwentuhan. Siguro, Charlie, anong next song natin for, from
Okay,
PickCut?
let's play the second song of PickCut entitled Another Time.
Are you listening to me? Does the light keep you warm at night? I was a fool to believe that there's something in me that you believe at all. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe in another world, in another time. Hey, I'll see you maybe in another world, in another time. Days have gone, I can remember which face you are. I've always thought that your hand would never, ever get lost with me. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe in another world, in another time. Hey, I'll see you maybe in another world, in another time. Maybe it's not supposed to be in another world, another time. Hey, I'll see you maybe in another world, in another time. In another world, in another time. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe another world and another time. Hey, I'll see you maybe in another world, in another time. In another world, in another time. In another world, in another time.
The song entitled Another Time from our guest artist for today, PickCut. Yan. Yan. Kwentuhan mo kami, Red, regarding this song entitled Another Time.
I made this song roughly nung February lang. Tapos, I was thinking of a previous lover, ganon. Sometimes talaga hindi nagwo-work out kahit anong gawin mo for some reason. Tapos ito yung song na parang maybe in love tayo pero not in this world, not in this time. Parang ganoon lang siya.
No. So, yung kanta na to, medyo, ano, no? So, meron siyang acoustic part, meron din siyang parang electric guitar part. Tama ba?
Electric lang, dalawa yun po. Electric
Dalawang electric. Okay, so yung nasa video parang medyo parang part na lang nung parang
Oo.
MTV.
But,
Oh, okay. Sige. Okay. So yung regarding sa performance naman, syempre you started March last year. So kumbaga wala pa naman tayong masyadong gigs or hindi naman tayo talaga nakakalabas lahat ng mga artists since of March last year, no? So far yung itong music mo nailabas mo na ba siya for example digitally? Like for example yan online ganyan, online gigs kasi
Opo.
right now yung mga artist yun ang ginagawa eh. So hindi sila makapunta sa mga bar sa mga events sa mga lugar para mag play. So right now active sila sa paggawa ng mga online concerts or whatever.
Nagla-live.
Oo, nagla-live. So far yun parang naman din yung talagang kaya natin gawin as of now. So what's your most memorable performance na since last year nung nag-start tong situation?
You mean outside of the studio po? Wala kasi no. So dito lang.
Mm.
Tapos gawa-gawa. Yun lang talaga for me ang experiences ko ngayon. Because I've never tried playing outside. Tapos wala akong ma-recruit na magpe-play maging sessionista o ganun. So,
Tsaka
I think
delikado
I'll
rin
get
kasi,
there.
no?
Opo, bawal yun.
Delikado rin kasi. Oh. So right now kasi yung natin, yung even yung meron tayong means para tumugtog online. Iba pa rin kasi yun din yung experience eh, na nandun ka sa stage or nandun ka sa, tas may crowd, nakikita mo yung reaction nila and you can talk to them after your set. So iba pa rin yung experience na ganun eh. So I think everyone, almost lahat halos na nakausap kong artists, talagang gusto na nila din na mag-normalize. So hopefully, sana eventually mag-ayos na rin lahat. Sana this year yon or maybe uh, after a few quarters, no? Sige. Okay.
Okay. Actually, I have a follow-up question sa your Red,
Mm.
no? When you mentioned na ano, you were looking pala for for other artists. So to speak, para masamahan ka sa banda. Kasi I mean, to be honest with you, ikaw lang siguro yung unang guest namin na, well, we had some guests before, artists that really, sabihin na natin solo artists. They can play one or two instruments other than singing. Pero ikaw lang yung una kong namin nakita na you know, both guitars, tapos may synth ka pa, keyboards, plus of course vocals and drums all at the same time. I'm sure hindi mo naman yun, you never wanted it by choice na ikaw lahat ang buong you know, like compose the entire band. Merong gusto ko mong masamahan ka sa banda mo as a band members, no? But ibig sabihin walang bang mga artists there, you know, near your location right now that can join you as part of PickCut?
Ah, to be honest, ano po, parang ayoko kasi yung mga drama ng mga band members na, uy, lasing, na late, ganun. Tapos
Ah,
passionate ako with this art, so ayoko parang ganun mahaluan ng mga other things. Plus, another thing is yung music theory, yung understanding, it sounds kinda parang hubris or something. Pero actually, yung music theory, to some people, some musicians are not parang, hindi ko ano ba, yung understanding ko versus their understanding is different, ganon. So like, in this case, this song has, dalawang keys, A major at saka F. So if I ask you, ba't naging F yung A? 'Di ba? Parang ganun ba? And it's because of harmonization, ganun, ganun. And some people don't know that. Or in some songs ko, may Phrygian dominant na parang yung Egyptian na scale, yung mga gypsy scale, ganun. Some people don't know that. Kasi hindi pa sila nag-level up sa pagiging musician. So, meron namang nakikita like a drummer here who's very famous, si Tabak. I think he's played some bands. Pero hindi ko naaano kasi iba siya, ibang trip niya, ganun, ganun. He plays different styles of music, ganun. Tsaka yung, mention ko pala yung Loop, it's very famous na sa Manila. It's from Iligan. We're proud of them.
okay. Anyway, I'm sure, you know, as soon as the pandemic is over, music will normalizes and you will get some alam mo, new band members to join your band and make your music even more powerful. Anyway, so we will pause for a short break. Stay tuned here on Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative Music program.
Magbabalik ang New All Pinoy Alternative Music. Dito lang yan sa D1 Radio, Manila. In observance of the Holy Week, V81 Radio Manila will be on pause starting Good Friday, April 2 to Black Saturday, April 3. Regular programming will resume on Easter Sunday, April 4. In the meantime, you can still watch your favorite shows on V81 Radio Manila YouTube channel and on V81 Radio Manila Facebook page. Inspirational songs and your favorite Pinoy easy listening music are still available on your V81 Radio mobile app 24 hours a day. Have a blessed and meaningful Lenten season.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. So your MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock the party and come correct. All circle on time and rock connect.
Balikan na natin ang new All Pinoy Alternative Music. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Manila.
Come back. You're still here on Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative Music program with our guest artist of the week, PickCut. Just like I said kanina, our episode title, he is from the Philippines. Ito na po ang proof niyan, because we are going to play his third song entitled Made in the Philippines.
In her hand, tie the brick to her mind, if you understand. She loves the land of the morning come, and her tan is not enough. It may be just a coincidence, but look at him, the politician. He's incredible and fallible, but also corruptible. She's made in the Philippines. She's made in the Philippines. Damn this place, damn the throne. Are we not worth fighting for? Are you blind, I suppose, to each his own? Take my hand for a while, let's take a walk through the land. If you can see what is wrong, then you're there just as why. Straight in the Philippines. Straight in the Philippines. Down this place, down the throne, are we now worth fighting for? Are you blind, I suppose, to you tell me it's all? It's right in the Philippines. It's right in the Philippines. It's right in the Philippines.
Third song from PickCut entitled Made in the Philippines. Ayan. Made in the Philippines ay tungkol sa saan? Red.
It's parang because I'm a Filipino citizen, this is my way of saying to the world na anong nangyayari sa country natin in a way. So, like in this case, yung isang babae sa first verse, she loves the land of the morning come, so it's Korea. Tapos, and her tan is not enough. Foreigners are envious of our skin, not because brown tayo, but we age differently, mas slower. Tapos ba't nagwa-whitening? Parang ganun ba? Some points like that. That tied a brick to her mind. So everybody ngayon, especially the younger women, are parang phones, likes, hearts, mga ganun na. So for me, it's a social problem, and this song parang socio-political ganun. In the chorus, my to you to each his own. That's very rampant nowadays kasi yung crab mentality ba na okay lang as long as my family is fed, ganyan, I'm okay. I don't care anong mangyayari or less yung care ko sa Pilipinas. So actually that's very wrong for me. So are we not worth fighting for? Parang ganyan. Blind ka ba? Na hindi mo nakikita ang mga mali-mali dyan, ganyan. And the last verse is parang let's take a walk through the land. If you can't see what is wrong, you're just them. Parang ganun. You're the bad people. Kasi wala kang ginagawa. Parang, it's actually parang an encouragement ba nga. Let's establish for
Parang call
Philippines.
to action.
Parang ganun siya. So medyo aggressive yung actually yung singing. Yun po.
Okay, Red. So, with all the songs that you've actually composed, no? Well, alam na nga natin na since February last month, nakakumpleto ka na ng mga kanta. Which do you think is the best song that you've ever created or composed so far?
So far, yung bago kong work on ngayon po, yung love song din. Para siyang, for me, it makes me, hindi ko alam sa ibang tao, pero the intention na, the feeling that I wanted to ipa-show sa mga listeners is there, yung Remember, para siyang love song. But here, in the first album, siguro parang, I think the next song, The Incredulous, because when I was writing that, umiyak ako. Minus the profanity, ha. Ang gist nun is very heavy, kahit may profanity. Ganun po. The Incredulous po. Ang the best for me.
Okay, Pards?
Are there any regrets or missed opportunities sa part mo being a musician? Meron ka bang mga missed opportunities or halimbawa nagsisi ka dahil for example hindi ka nag-start earlier or meron kang nag-offer sa'yo, tinanggihan mo? Meron bang mga ganung nangyari sa'yo so far?
I wish parang siguro na I started making my own songs sooner. Nung high school kami, meron kaming CD na mga acoustic. Uso pa yung MYMP dati noon eh. Mga Hail, mga corny music. So dati na-stop. And then nag-college, ganun. Tapos ngayon ko lang na-start again yung parang songwriting. So parang, I wished may opportunity ni parang siguro nagsulat kahit walang means pa. Pero may stock ka na mga songs ba along the way. Sana yun.
Kumbaga yung pandemic triggered a lot of parang hobbies na medyo or interests na hindi mo dati nabigyan ng panahon siguro syempre we have to focus on the things then that would make us parang productive like businesses, work, kaya lang syempre nung nag-pandemic it triggered wala kang pwedeng gawin eh. Nandito ako sa loob ng bahay, hindi ako makalabas, hindi ako magpagtrabaho, di ba? So, you look for the next thing that would make you parang make your time useful, parang ganon. So, yun. So, marami actually na naging active ulit sa music. Yan.
Ako nga actually, Pards, hanga ako dito kay Red eh. Kasi you are actually, no, to be honest with you, Red, you are actually doing the reverse of most bands that we have, encountered. Na meron silang banda, and because of the pandemic, nagkahiwalay-walay, hindi na makapag-compose, dahil nga iba-iba ng location, they don't want to have, very few would want to have a piece of their music put together artificially. Hindi gusto nila yung nasa isang location sila at perform sila and everything. Ikaw baliktad. Nung nag-pandemic, tsaka ka lang nag-organize to be a band, ikaw pag gumawa ng lahat ng, you played all the instruments within the band, gumawa ka ng kanta, na finish mo yung isang album mo all in a span of 1 year. And that's really quite, an achievement from our perspective. Talagang it's really big.
Actually, may point si Red kasi kanina he was mentioning about ayaw niya ng drama ng bandmates, like for example yung usual problems like hindi kayo magkasundo or na late or nalasing ganto. Ano yun totoong struggle yun ng band. Kasi if you're sharing your music, if you're sharing your ideas, and more likely, syempre may clash yan lagi But if you're doing it alone, wala kang kaaway, sarili mo lang di ba? So, wala kang So, one good example of this is si Dave Grohl, no? Dave Grohl is the drummer of Nirvana, no? So, syempre, alam na natin yung storya, no? Si Kurt ay nasa heaven and si Dave Grohl ano siya may mga songs din siya na he's making on his own pero hindi niya share, no? After that, parang nung namatay si Kurt, syempre may time na nag-grieve talaga siya. And then after that, parang I have to move on, di ba? So he went to a studio, nagsulat siya on his own. So doon sa first album ng Foo Fighters, yung itsura niya yung may parang baril ng alien. Syempre may mga bandmates siya, 'di ba? Na yung kinuha niya yung bandmates niya, yung iba from Sunnydale Real Estate na banda na nag-break, and then si Pat Smear from The Germs, tapos yung iba pa na dumating, But yung first album was all Dave Grohl yun. Tapos tinuro na lang niya kung paano how to play it, but all of those parang instrumentation, lahat the way kung paano siya i-play, it's all Dave Grohl. So
Yung
kung
My
mapapansin
Hero.
mo, My Hero is
Galing nun.
yung una pa, yung This Is a Call, yung Floaty, yung So kumbaga, yung first album, yun yung pinakamabilis actually. The following music, syempre, nagkaroon na ng pamilya din si Dave Grohl, nagkaroon na ng mga bandmates. But still, I think up to now, medyo in control pa rin si Dave Grohl So, yeah, Taylor Hawkins, yung drummer nila from Alanis Morissette. No? Pero, yun, I think yung advantage na yun ay nasa iyo ngayon, Red, kasi you have your freedom and you have your parang creative freedom to bring out what is ever in your mind or whatever you feel, parang gano'n na walang kukontra sa'yo or walang magsasabi
Sometimes
na
lang parang sometimes lang namimiss ko yung yung nagja-jam lang kayo, drummer, tas wala kayong inuusap, you're not talking to each other, pero you feel the groove kung aangat ba or down, soft, or yun, namimiss ko yun kasi when I make a song parang okay, saan tayo? Saan ka? Loud, noisy, mahina.
Tama naman. But for that to happen kasi, you have to find someone with your... Kasi lahat ng tao may kanya-kanyang Sabihin natin, may kanya-kanyang metronome, may kanya-kanyang groove, di ba? So, or may kanya-kanyang style. So, for that to happen, na magkaroon ka ng parang ganong feeling na parang nagkakasundo kayo musically, kailangan mo rin mahanap talaga yung tao or musician with the same groove as you or the same view as how you view yung music. Kasi hindi porke magaling ka tapos nakakita ka ng isang magaling. Hindi ibig sabihin na magaling yung kalalabasan or maganda yung kalalabasan eh. It's more of magkasundo po kayo sa music. Are you willing, gusto mo ba yung style niya? Or does it make sense to you kung ano yung tinutugtog niya? So I think, si Charlie, marami kaming na ano dyan na magagaling, di ba? Like for example, Asin, no? Si Noy Pilora, Lolita Carbon, ganto. These are all great musicians. Pero yung lumabas sa interview, nagmumurahan daw sila, nagsasuntukan daw sila. But they're all great artists, di ba? Magagaling magsulat, magagaling maggitara, lahat magagaling. Pero that doesn't mean na talagang musically you'd go together well as a band. But still, no one can deny na hindi ibig sabihin na kung magkakagalit kayo hindi maganda rin yung music na lalabas. So like Asin, 'di ba? Or Fleetwood Mac, 'di ba? Or even Guns N' Roses, 'di ba? Or as long as siguro you're passionate about music, kahit magkakagalit kayo, lalabas pa rin yan na maganda or people will appreciate your music, parang gano'n.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of music, let's probably play the fourth song of PickCut, which is one of the favorite of according to Red, no? The title would be Incredulous.
When she was rolling her thick hands in the back of my neck, I was doing a favor, driving her to town, told why not die. She said, the incredulous, unbelieving. Have you ever felt so depreciated? You're not less, but drinking kerosene and burn them. You're a beautiful motherfucker. And leave me the gun. Touch everything you might us. Bellow all the sorrows, you're gonna be a monster. Like the mother used to have, taking everything construed. She thinks you have shit for brains. Lies, all lies, but when you decide, it's not up to them. The ridicule is all they've got. You'll be surprised that you're a beautiful motherfucker. Leave me the gods. Touch everything you might us. Bellow all the sorrows. You're gonna be a monster. You beautiful motherfucker. Leave me the gods. Touch everything you might us. Bellow all the sorrows. You're gonna be a monster. 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 You're gonna be a monster.
From PickCut. Ayan. Red, before I ask yung question about the song, paano pala yung miking mo dito sa sa guitars? Paano yung
Currently ngayon, may DI, direct injection, using GT8, yun, isa.
Okay, okay.
Tapos dalawang mic, ang isa sa amp, ang isa sa malayo, sa reverb mic siya, sa end sa room. So 3 meters away.
Mm.
So tatlo siya na sources
Oo, okay, okay.
per
So,
yung
kumbaga
guitar.
tatlong track din, separate.
Opo.
Okay.
Same sa bass,
Okay,
tatlo
sige.
din ang bass.
Oo, sige, sige. Sa para dun sa mga din nakikinig natin siyempre some of you are interested in how to record, no? Uh, for different genres, ang pagka nagre-record ka ng mga medyo maingay na kanta, yung isa sa mga pinakamahirap i-record yung metal or yung distorted guitars. Kasi
Oo.
even yung mga professionals like for example, you hear yung early recordings ng mga Greyhounds, Cheese,
Oo.
or Wolfgang. Syempre, acceptable, di ba? Kasi recording studio na rin naman eh. But if you compare it to other recordings abroad, medyo malayo. Medyo malayo pa rin,
Mm.
kumbaga, tayo, no? So, isa yun. And I think siguro dito sa song na ito, yung yung guitar part, medyo syempre kapag ka sinabi mong metal, nandyan dapat yung chug, nandyan yung roar, nandyan yung lagari ng distortion, So which is mahirap talagang palabasin yung sound. So siguro kaya yung bandang vocals, kumbaga aggressive, pero yung guitars medyo hindi maramdaman
Mm.
yung aggression. So siguro Red, I'm not sure if you've heard of and hindi to advertisement. I'm not being paid for this. Pero na-discover lang din namin siya last year, meron mga available na plugins online.
Oo, yun, alam ko yun.
We have tried one. Kasi I bought a small amplifier around 50 watts lang. It's actually a Roland amplifier branded as Boss Katana. Parang ganun. Tapos tinry ko na i-plug in yung amplifier kasi meron siyang parang online Tapos yan, sinubukan lang namin para sabi ko kasi I use that amp for live performances. Parang combo amp siya. Tapos yung kapatid ko as parang trying to learn yung another parang way of recording. So before kasi ganun din, mic. Nung sinubukan namin siya, medyo malinaw na siya eh. Parang konting na lang editing na lang
Oo, perfect na.
yung chug nandun, yung presence nandun, yung So sabi ko, I think this is the next wave, this is the future of parang recording eh. All digital and yung quality medyo umaano na.
Better pa daw.
Gumaganda.
Sana na marami.
So I think you're already on the right path din na and you started a year ago, no, nung March. So I think marami ka pa discover na na better sounding equipment.
Ways. Oo.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi this was the first song I recorded. So parang experimental pa to lahat. If you
Tama
listen
naman.
to this studio monitor, mas malakas yung bass. So parang mali. But I wanted to preserve my errors, my learning experience in that song. So hindi ko na in-edit.
Tama naman.
Or in-record sa ulit. Kasi parang mas feel ko na, part sa history ko to ganun. So I made a bad mix. Ganun. I think.
Tsaka parang din yan parang punk or grunge mentality. Na parang yung ibang elements na naririnig mo na para sa ibang musicians ay imperfection. Like feedback, like for example, gumaralgal yung boses mo or pumiyok ka. Sa grunge or punk mentality, it's part of the song So sometimes you'll hear songs from Nirvana na may 5 seconds na nag-feedback lang yung gitara or sa isang punk band like the Ramones na medyo off note yung konti yung boses, but it's part of the record, it's part of the music. And wala namang pakialam yung mga tao kung ganun kumbaga na-appreciate nila as it is, di ba? So
Sa mixing
even
din, Sa mixing, may intentional na mga ganyan. Like, isang track sa bass, tsaka another track, inaano nila, kusa, parang may gap na ilang milliseconds para ma-distort at lalabas yung bass.
Tama,
So sometimes
tama.
acceptable yung mga ganyan or iba't ibang bass guitar tracks right and left para kung marinig mo, parang delayed, parang all
Tama.
around you. Ganun ang effect.
Parang minsan delayed, minsan may reverb, parang reverbish. Parang dikit na echo, parang gano'n. So, yun. Ayan. So, yung Incredulous is a song about what? Anong ano to?
It's me telling myself na okay ka, maganda ka, may worth ka, parang ganun. Kasi may problem ako that time na sinulat ko to and I put it on in a song, ganun. So, profanity aside, maganda tong meaning ng song to. It's telling people or ikaw na, uy, maganda ka and you're actually in league with the gods. Parang high level ka and then that you touch everything. Midas is 'di ba yung anong mythology ba yan? Na everything he touches turns into gold.
Greek.
Actually, it's saying na you can do this, makaproduce ka ng magandang things, you can earn money, ganun. Kainin mo lang yung mga criticisms, mga ganun, bellow all the sorrows, ganun. You can be a monster. Monster is actually parang metaphorical to being a huge giant, parang you can make changes, you can, ganun. So, some people actually don't listen to this kasi maraming profanity, pero actually the meaning of that song is parang encourage, parang Christina Aguilera na metal, yung beautiful, I am beautiful, parang opo.
So parang empowering oneself to appreciate your own, parang gano'n. Hindi ko alam kung ano no. Kung kasi I have this parang theory. Personal ano ko lang naman to. Parang iniisip ko hindi lang sa kasi kanina you mentioned na yung mga Pinoys parang gano'n for example yung mga Koreano gustong-gusto yung kulay natin ganyan kasi we tend to age so kasi I also have friends na pumunta rin abroad. Some of them went to US, some of my bandmates, some of my office mates went to Australia, ganyan. And parang naisip ko, sabi ko, kamusta dyan? Ganito, ganyan. Tapos, sabi nila, the way we look at yung mga tisay, di ba? Yung mga mapuputi, sa atin, parang yun yung maganda eh. Maganda sila tisay, ganito. Tapos sila, baliktad. Pag nakikita daw sila, parang sabi nila, gustong-gusto daw nila yung yung kutis ng Pinoy kasi parang sila doon nagpapa-beach pa, nagpapa-araw pa para maging tan, ganito, or nagpapa-spray, ganyan. Sabi ko, I think yung problema is more of parang kung ano yung wala sa inyo, kung ano yung hindi mo parati nakikita, kung ano yung parang rare, parang yun yung maganda para sa'yo kasi parang bago siya or ganito. So parang sabi ng kaibigan ko na isa na nasa Australia ngayon, sabi niya, ikaw, sabi niya, yung puti mong yan, hindi yan papansinin dito, sabi niya, ako, kayo may yung office mate ko ako, hot ako dito, sabi niya, yung kulay ko, sabi ko, ano to? Sabi ko, mabili to dito, sabi niya sa Australia, sabi niya. Oo, parang gano'n. So sabi ko, okay, sabi ko, baka yun nga. Sabi ko, baka it's not, it's also about parang whatever it is that's rare in your place or whatever it is that you don't have in your place, parang yun yung medyo attractive sa'yo, yung medyo But syempre, you have to balance it out, no? You also have to appreciate whatever you have, parang gano'n. Yeah. So,
I've met a lot of,
yeah.
Sorry.
Sige, go ahead.
Foreigners, marami ako nakatalk dun sa Siargao, nagstay ako dun, nag-restaurant. Yun talaga yung sinasabi nila, they cannot guess our age. Kasi yung skin natin, parang hindi nila alam ba. Tapos we age differently, ganun nga daw. So in a sense, bakit natin pinuputi or dinideny yung maganda sa atin? Na
we don't appreciate, parang ganun. Tama, di ba? Siargao kasi is one of yung parang surf capital yan eh. Alam ko, people from abroad, galing Manila, babiyahe pa yan ng Siargao, tapos mag-rent ng surfboards para mag-surf eh, di ba? Especially yung mga natin, foreigners na mahilig sa yan sa dagat, sa surfing. Isa yung Siargao kasi sa parang sinasabi nila na parang magandang surfing spot. Well, aside from La Union, I think meron din sa La Union eh. Oh, so yun. So um despite your busy schedule, ayan. Currently ba totally hindi pa nag-ooperate din yung business mo sa Siargao?
Wala na, hindi
Or
na ako. Close na yung...
oo. Oh. So currently anong pinagkakaabalahan mo ngayon?
Ito, nagba-buy and sell, ganyan. Tapos, I'm planning to mag-cook again, hopefully, kung may pera na.
Okay. Okay. So paano binabalanse ngayon? Kasi right now, yan, music, tapos yan, nag-ano ka, you're planning to take up cooking school or culinary education, ganyan, or whatever. How do you balance your time or how do you spend your time ngayon na pandemic?
Um, Hindi naman ako nagsuschool. Yung restaurant ko, plano ko na i-open maybe dito again sa Iligan.
Okay, okay.
So, with regards to songwriting, I think mas better kasi if you have another avenue of experiences. Diba? Kung let's say you meet a lot of people or nag-food ka, nagbebenta, and then you learn.
Tama.
So that is actually material for your songs. So maybe weekend, ganon, may free time, o magsusulat.
Okay, you have to greet some people. We have Elsa Victoria who's listening right now. April Bermudez, Flora Tejano, Ian Resurrection, Izan Nunez. Ayan, thank you for listening dito sa Napam. Ayan.
Okay, Red. As far as music is concerned, what is your plan for the rest of 2021?
I think I can do better than this first album. So I'm trying to make a 10-track, 10-song album by the end of this year. Gusto ko at least before I die, may legit ako na songs. Yung parang hindi pa experimental. Parang ganun po.
Okay,
And maybe
so
with the rest. Well,
okay, I mean, no. Speaking about songs, kasi we only featured 5 songs from you this episode. So should you have more songs to come, or you would like to promote more songs after after this month or so, we would be glad to feature you again. Kasi we have a type of episode where we call Back to Napalm. Yung mga artists namin na previously guested, we can get them back and feature as many as 3 of their songs. Kung meron yung mga additional 3 songs sila to and we mix it up with various partners of ours dun sa Napalm ecosystem. So pwedeng you could be one of their guests plus with another partner of Napalm for that episode. So just let us know. If your songs are ready for promotion, yun, isasama siya namin sa Back to Napalm.
thank you po. Salamat.
Okay. And so I think final question for you is doon sa mga young artists natin who are thinking of forming their own band or going to pursue their music career. What can you advise for them?
To all of you na parang gusto mag-music, I highly encourage na don't buy gear. Don't rely on gear. Yung mga pedals, mga mahal signature gitara, hindi. Huwag niyo yung gawin. And then find your own notes, your tone, your flavor. Huwag kayong mag-learn ng mga Sweet Child of Mine. Everybody, marami nang nakakalam yan. You understand bakit nagawang ganun yun. Anong techniques doon. Find a scale that suits you, ganun. Music is from you. Yung gitara mo is actually just an extension of your musicality. So wag mong gawing reverse na you will think I will buy a 60,000 Fender guitar and I will become Eric Clapton ganun blues master. No. Ito lahat yung soul mo, yung hands mo, yung gumagawa ng music. Yun po yung message ko.
Okay. Thank you, Red. We will pause for a short break. Stay tuned here on Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative music program.
Magbabalik ang New All Pinoy Alternative Music. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Manila. Let's dive deep into an all-boys conversation with Voice of the Boys, taking up full sessions about movies, anime, martial arts, and more. Voice of the Boys features pop culture, discussions on male topics, and issues with a hint of female perspective. Hosted by your resident voice artist, the Rick Matthews, and Voice the Slayer, Joshua Ravales. So grab a popcorn and enjoy the Voice of the Boys, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Some your MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock up 20 and come correct. All pressure on time and rhyme connect. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Some your MCs should call me sire.
Balikan na natin ang New All Pinoy Alternative Music. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Manila.
Welcome back. You're still here at Napalm, your new All Pinoy Alternative Music program with our guest artist of the week, PickCut. So let us go to our announcement on board. Okay. Anyway, while we are waiting for our announcement on board, we would like to, of course, remind everyone that 3 o'clock this afternoon, there would be Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, hosted by Don Senita and Muriel Villanueva. And at 8 p.m. tonight would be the season ending of Practical Magic, hosted by Reverend Reg Tan. Okay. So I think, okay, anyway, Pards, this is your moment, no? I think we're going to introduce that one feature na umpisa na natin from PickCut, but moving forward with all the bands, this would be a regular feature of our segment.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait lang ah. Ito na ba yung ano natin?
Ito na yung pakulo natin na
Band
V81 radio rendition.
jingle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you then na we have a V81 jingle, yung lagi yung naririnig, napapakinggan, di ba? So we would like all the artists or na gumawa ng rendition, siguro 30 seconds, 1 minute ng V81 jingle. So regardless kung whatever genre or whatever you want to make out of it, as long as nandun pa rin yung kumbaga pinaka essence yan, V81 Radio, Napalm, and send it to us yung recording format, yung MP3 na may yung lagi din natin na binabanggit na format sa mga songs, no, para may play natin siya na maayos together with your information. And yun, we'll have it played dito sa ating Napalm. Ano yun? Tuwing end of the show, no? Right, Charlie?
Yeah, actually, right now, we are going to supposedly play it if our tech is ready. So let's play it.
Yeah.
B81 Radio, B81 Radio, ito ang radyo mo, ito ang radyo. B81 Radio,
It was a PickCut's rendition of our V81 radio jingle. So if you have if you want to join this parang ano ba to challenge some sort of
Well, hindi.
ano
Actually, ngayon, gagawin natin yan, parts. Lahat ng igigest natin na banda from now on, kailangan, bigyan tayo ng mga 20 to 30 seconds rendition nila on how they would like to play V81 radio jingle.
oh, okay.
Yun.
Yan. Okay.
So I think let's
So
call in si Picat, si Red, if he's there.
uh,
Okay.
yan. Yeah, nice work, Red.
Salamat.
So, thank you very much, Red. Anyway, we're on our final segment na nga ng programa natin, and it's it's time to say goodbye for everyone who's watching, and thank you So any final words to our audiences, to your family, to your friends, and followers ng Picat? Anong message mo sa kanila, Red?
First off, salamat po Sir Charlie, Sir Pards. Ma'am Happy, salamat for bringing me into the show. I'm very happy kasi first time ko na ganito. And I think salamat sa parents, sa people, friends ko who helped up with the studio, yung mga na nakaborrow ako ng pera saglit. And siguro ang message ko would be, I hope some people you would listen to my music in YouTube, Spotify. Hindi naman ako gusto maging sikat, gusto ko lang ma-share yung passion ko, what I want, ganon sa inyo. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat again. Thank you, Sir Pards, Sir Charlie.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Red.
Thank you, Red. Yan.
How about you, Pards?
Ayan, so I'd also like to remind everyone, kasi currently, yun nga, nag-start na naman tayo magkaroon ng lockdowns, quarantine, no? So, and I'm sure a lot of, like you, people, like Red, no, na may music din na nabubuo. It doesn't really matter yung, yung sound quality as long as medyo syempre kahit naiintindihan siya no kasi yung what's important is yung music no so we understand na not all of us equipped or have the access to a very good recording equipment no but I would like to encourage all artists to send in your material dito sa NIPAM regardless of what you think it is. Kasi syempre if kung meron naman kaming makikitang for improvement, we can share it to you and we can work together on paano natin siya mailalabas dito sa NIPAM. So yun. So if ever you have songs recorded, yun, feel free to send it dito sa NIPAM. Siguro mamaya sa AAOB will Charlie will flash kung ano yung mga formats and saan isa-send So yun. And
Well,
thank you to
actually,
yeah.
i-mention na natin ngayon, Pards. Yung
Mhm.
if for all of our artists and musicians out there that would like to be guests of our program, and we will highlight their songs to V81 Radio mobile app, and of course our community. Padala nyo lang po sa Manila at v81radio.com. And okay, wait. Yeah. So our show, by the way, all of our programs, including all of our are available at Facebook Live, YouTube Live, as well as Amazon Alexa. And we are also present in Spotify and TuneIn gaya ni Red. And some of our shows are available now in podcasts, and some are even going to be made available in podcasts. Of course, Google and Apple Podcasts, you can have them. We have a mobile app that you can actually download, listen to the music 24 by 7. Mostly are OPM, but gaya nga ng sinabi ni Pards, every Mondays to Fridays at 12 to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m., we play only alternative music called the Napalm Hour. So doon nyo mapapakinggan lahat ng mga kanta ng lahat ng Napalm artists namin from the very beginning, season 1 until today. Ina-upload po namin siya every week so we can put them in our master list of songs to promote. Yun po. Okay, but anyway, I think I'm gonna do my final word. So Red, thank you very much for guesting, being our good guest and providing us your songs and your time and your talent and sharing. Just like I said kanina, we really appreciate that your uniqueness on your approach to music as well as your setup. Yung studio mo right there right now, and when you're doing your music and recording, a lot of our previous bands doesn't even have access to those kind of instruments right now. Mabuti ikaw nakapag-set up ka and you're safely and comfortably doing your own music in the comforts of your home. So to all of our viewers, thank you very much for watching and listening to Napalm, and to, of course, our community who has been actively supporting Napalm from the very beginning. Maraming salamat po. And always remember, Napalm is your alternative music program, and we will end this program by playing the final song or the fifth song of PickCut, entitled, of course, My Last Song. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Today I woke up to the sound of your voice, but it wasn't the best time. Among all I've seen, the face is the only reason I put up with the world. Let's go on and pretend that nothing's wrong. We'll escape among the stars. You and I, my last song. Though I have a black and clouded heart, it wasn't my best time. You chose to be here now. I'll be the only reason you can put up with the world down. Just go on and pretend that nothing's wrong. We'll escape among the stars.
and I, my last song. Just go on and pretend that nothing's wrong. We'll escape among the stars. You and I, my last song.
Always bringing you a different kind of music all the time. Here at Napam, your new All Pinoy Alternative music source. Every Sunday at 1 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila, where alternative lives. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.